Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Caterina or Kat, and this is Infinite Wellness Within. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at your March 2026 insights. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone ever reaches out to you, just know that is not me. Today I have the Empress card from 3 different decks, and this is how you'll choose your group today. So let me go through the cards for you. Group number 1, you have the Empress card from the Earth Woman Tarot, and you also have the Selenite. Group number 2, you have the Empress card from the Galactic Star Tarot, and you also have the Opalite. Group number 3, you have the Empress card from the Witch's Garden Tarot, and you also have the Polychrome Jasper. Please take your time choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the Celestite, and this is your Empress card from the Earth Woman Tarot. So I'll put this back in the deck so we have it when we get to your tarot cards, and we will start with your oracle cards. All right, Spirit, what can you tell us for group number 1 for March 2026? I feel like these are your 2 cards. Excuse me. Okay, so you have Talk to the Moon and Communicate. Okay, so I definitely feel like your voice is supposed to be heard in March. Your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions. I feel like March is not a time for you to sit back and be quiet. I feel it's also time for you to definitely listen to your intuition, especially if, listen to your intuition, right? But if you have something going on relating to any decisions that you make or that you're going to be making or have to make in March, I feel that if you ask the universe for a sign, I feel that the universe will absolutely provide a sign for you. Some of you may want to ask for a sign from your spirit guides, because as soon as you call them in, they will give you a sign. They will be there to help you. Some of you may also be receiving communication from maybe the universe, from, you're waiting to hear back from somebody about something, a job, maybe a contract with something, right? So something like that I feel is going to happen for you in March. Some of you I feel have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you still haven't received communication regarding something, and you can see right here, just waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like, okay, is this going to happen? And there could be a sense of confusion with that. I feel you're getting your answer in March. So we have Moonlight, Serenade, and Change Your Tune. So I feel that based on the communication that you give or receive, or possibly both, you're going to be changing your tune regarding something. So basically, like, let's say if you speak your mind and then you get feedback about how you're feeling, let's say maybe you are getting ready to walk away from something. So let's say at work, you just weren't feeling it anymore. You talked to your boss, you spoke your mind, and your boss heard your complaints, heard your criticisms. And so your boss is going to take some effort to fix things. So then you change your tune, and before you were going to quit, and now you're going to stay, right? Maybe you receive communication regarding something that you were about to give up on. And once you receive this communication, you change your tune and you say, you know what? not going to give up on this because I'm seeing that there is progress that's starting to be made. So it just really depends on your individual situation. This is a general reading, so there's lots of people watching this. So your situations are going to vary slightly, you know, or maybe largely, but you know, the general message is there. So let's look at your other cards. Okay, I feel like, oof, okay, it's definitely that one. And how many do we have here? So let's take the top two, because those are the ones that I could see. All right, so you do have an extra card, but that is perfectly fine. Let's see what you have. Okay, no wonder this card needed to come out. So it is the quail and gooseberry and anticipation. Yeah, because you're anticipating this communication, either receiving or giving this communication. So I feel it's almost like you're on high alert for something. I feel, so, okay, you could be waiting to receive communication or give communication. Either way, I feel there's a high level of anticipation because one way or the other, you're going to be responding and making decisions based on this communication that you're having in March. So this could be, let's say that you have a plan in your head of how things are going to go when you speak your mind about something, just like with the job. You're saying, okay, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to go talk to my boss and tell my boss what I don't like about this company or what's going on here, and then I'm going to quit. And so you're anticipating your actions, but then it turns out differently, right? And then you decide to stay, just hypothetically speaking. So I feel that's one case here where you're anticipating your future actions. You may need to change what you are anticipating once you have this communication, right? With change your tune. Or you're anticipating hearing back from someone where you can then take action and say, yes, that's the communication I was waiting for. Yes, I want to move forward with this. And you were anticipating things happening the exact way that they happened. So again, it really kind of depends on, you know, what you have going on here, or, you know, maybe change your tune. This could also be where you're very, very anxious in anticipating things and it hadn't happened. And so then once you receive the communication that is exactly what you want, if that's what happens in your case, then you're changing your tune. You're no longer anxious. You can relax a little bit. So we have intuition. Yeah, the bat and hellbore. So this is what I was saying with communicate. For some of you, you want to listen to your intuition, tap into your intuition, ask your spirit guides, your higher powers, ask for guidance, ask for signs, synchronicities, anything that will help you with like a plan forward. Now, there is something, what is this that's coming through here? Oh, you know what it is? It's just signs. It's, oh, okay. So based on the communication that you receive, the universe is saying to listen to your intuition. So don't just listen to what someone is saying to you. How does that make you feel? Do you believe what someone is saying? Do you believe what the universe is showing you? Do you want to move forward and take some sort of action with this thing? Do you want to join forces with the person who's communicating with you? You know, anything like that. So use your intuition. Make sure that it is what it says it is, right? So if something or someone says, hey, this is who I am, or this is what I can offer you, listen to your intuition. Now, your intuition is different, and a lot of you know this, but your intuition is different from your ego. Your ego will be like stop and question things or putting fear in your mind. Your intuition is going to be a flash of insight where it's like yes or no. This feels right. Something feels off about this. So definitely listen to that. All right, so you have, oh, I love this. You have the goat and willow overcoming obstacles. Yeah, so a big obstacle for you in March or prior to March, but an obstacle that you're overcoming nonetheless in March. And why I say that is because some of you may be waiting for communication all the way until the last day of March, and then it finally comes in. Hopefully it's not that long, but that is possible for some of you. Either way, you're overcoming this obstacle of waiting for the communication and then kind of being in limbo of like, okay, well, what do I do? Do I keep waiting? Do I give up? Do I move forward and hope that the communication comes in later? So you're definitely, I feel there's a lessening of anxiety, a lessening of fear, like, oh no, it's going to happen, right? So even if it's not, if things don't turn out the exact way that you wanted, it's like, well, okay, now I can at least move on, right? So let's look at, we have one more Oracle deck. What else can you tell us? I feel like this card right here wants to come out for you. You have, oh, there we go. Saturn, discipline obstacles. Look at that. So you're definitely overcoming at least one obstacle, and boundaries. This is literally what I have been saying throughout this whole reading. If you don't feel comfortable with what this communication is, set the proper boundaries to not let that thing come any closer into your life. And I feel also there is a sense of discipline with you waiting for this communication. So having a sense of patience will probably be important for you in March. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? We're looking at March 2026 insights. The Queen of Cups. Ooh, this is another intuition card. All right, so it's critical that you listen to your intuition. Now, the Queen of Cups looks at her cup. She examines the cup. She, explores how she feels. What is her intuition saying about this cup? Right? I feel for some of you, your situation could be unique in one form or another. So you may be receiving a unique opportunity. Whatever this is with the communication, you may have a unique perspective on things, or someone else may have a unique perspective on things. Whatever it is, I feel that it's very important to keep things balanced, to keep things fair, and to listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Only say yes to things if it feels right, if it sounds right, if it resonates with you. But I definitely feel like there could be some sort of elevation that comes regarding this communication with you. So elevating your status, elevating your thoughts, moving into a situation that will eventually lead you to a place of success. The Six of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is something that you've been waiting for a while. It feels like, and again, I'm getting intuition with this card as well. It feels like something could land in your lap that is very unique. What is that with this? It could also be that on first glance with something, it doesn't resonate with you, but something comes back around to you in March and you look at it again and you kind of have a different perspective, which makes you want to like move forward with whatever this is. You could be communicating with someone from your past even. Some of you, this might have something to do with work. Some of you may be giving a second chance to someone. Some of you may be going back to an old company that you worked for, or if you have your own company, you might be bringing somebody in that you previously worked with. Definitely this could be like something to do with an old coworker or someone that you were in school with before, something like that. So just keep that in mind. Oops. We have the Devil card here. Yeah, this really has to do with the anticipation, I feel, and also how I was talking about your ego and not listening to your ego, which is fear-based, and instead listening to your intuition. But this is also something that was holding you back. And see what I'm saying? How it feels like some of you are sitting here waiting for this communication for a long time. Same thing here. It's like, well, I can't move forward. I can't move backward. I can't move side to side. I'm just kind of stuck here, chained to the wall until I receive this communication. You're overcoming these obstacles. I feel you're also overcoming fears that you have regarding a change that you will be making in your life. So change your tune. This could be regarding changes that you're going to be making in your life, in any circumstance in your life, your living situation, your work situation, your financial situation. And so I feel like a lot of the fears, the anticipation of fear of the unknown, not knowing which way to go, what direction to go, when is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? You know, so there's great confusion, but I do feel like things come together for you. Now, I'm curious what happens after the devil. Oh yeah, it's the Ace of Wands. Okay. Because I saw it when I took the devil card, but I forgot. So you have the Ace of Wands here. So this is definitely a new beginning for you, a new path, something that I feel is opening up for you based on this communication. It's something that you have a great interest in, a lot of passion for, and I feel that it is just the beginning for you, right? I mean, obviously it's the Ace of Wands, but it's the beginning of a path to great abundance for you, whether that's finances, emotional abundance. Well, it's definitely emotional abundance. Whatever this is, it's going to bring you a lot of harmony in your life is the energy that I'm getting. And it's something that you will be able to grow and kind of nurture. But you're very, very excited about this, whatever it is. So you may be anticipating this good news. So this could definitely be showing that the communication you're going to get is positive communication. Okay, so just remember that. And then we have, yeah, so here you have the Knight of Swords. Do you see this? Where you receive that communication here with the Ace of Wands, and it's good news. It's exactly what you were hoping to hear. And then it's like, okay, get out of my way because I am rushing toward whatever this good news is, whatever this new beginning is. But of course, you first want to listen to your intuition. So just, you know, sit with it for a minute, make sure this is the right decision for you. I also feel with the Knight of Swords and communicate right here, these two, the communication that you were waiting for, it continues because this is like also a communication card, the Knight of Swords. So whatever's going on here, I keep feeling like there could be some sort of partnership that comes out of this communication, whether it's friendship, romantic, possibly, work-related, or something else. I'm definitely picking up a lot of you. This is work-related or related to a side hustle or something like that. It doesn't have to be, but I am definitely picking that up. So yeah, it just feels like you're on the same page about something with at least one other person, if not a group of people like we see with the Six of Cups here. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, so this is probably why I was feeling this might be work-related for some of you. Some of you might be getting a promotion. Some of you will be getting a job, like the job of your dreams, or a job that's going to lead you to the job of your dreams. Some of you will be signing a contract if you're like a contract worker, or if you have like a talent or a skill and you get hired for a job, for like one job or a series where you're like performing every night, or if you are like a contractor or something like that, where you are contracted for like, let's say 6 jobs or something. You know, if you run your own business, I feel, okay, so here's the thing. If you run your own business, I feel like you have a sudden surge of activity that's coming in, or maybe so that's if you're running your own business. Another thing that I'm seeing for any of you, you may have been lacking a critical piece of information to put something together so that you could really, really get started with something, where it may have been going very, very slow because you were lacking this piece of information. But once it comes in, things really seem to pick up for you. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, okay. I'm pretty much convinced that you're receiving good news in March that you can run with. Yeah, and I really feel like you were waiting so long, you were about to give up, or this is going to literally change, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to change your direction completely, but in a very, very positive way. And these obstacles, these boundaries, they are disappearing for you in March. Now, keep in mind, for some of you, this could happen literally the last day of March. Definitely not all of you. For some of you, it could happen the first day of March. I'm just saying to be patient throughout March. Oh, look at that 10 of Cups. Wasn't I just talking about you pairing with someone or something, because this communication feels like it does not end? Just like, okay, here's your communication. And it could be that, so if somebody gives you the communication, if it's not coming from a spirit guide or your higher power, it could be like maybe someone works at a company that you want to work at, and maybe that's someone that you know, kind of socially, and then they help you get a job there. So then you're around this person. Whatever it is, it seems like you're very, very grateful for this communication. You're grateful for an opportunity. Once again, it's bringing you a lot of emotional abundance, a huge, 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 huge gratitude feeling, or feeling of gratitude. And I feel like there's something about it being continuous. So either it doesn't end, or it's like, let's say if you're like an independent contractor, or if you have a skill or something like that and you get hired one time, and then it's word of mouth, where then you get hired twice, and then 3 times, and 4 times, and then 10 times, and 50 times, something like that. Now, for some of you, this could be a romantic relationship where your communication wasn't quite up to par, something was going on, or even that job that I mentioned earlier where you're about to give your notice, you're say, I'm going to quit, I'm not happy here. But then once you communicate your feelings and then the other side communicates their feelings, you work through everything. And so then you decide to stay, right? So something like that could be going on here as well. The Knight of Wands. Wow, you have some very, very quick moving cards here. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords are the 2 fastest knights in the deck, and the knights are movement. So you're absolutely moving from a place of waiting for something into a place of deciding to move forward with something because it feels right. And whatever this is, there's so much excitement. You have a lot of passion for whatever this is. You know in your heart that this is exactly where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing. So basically, you see the Devil here and the Knight of Wands. These are 2 opposite energies. The Devil, you're stuck. The Knight of Wands, you're moving and nothing is standing in your way. Absolutely. You're overcoming obstacles and boundaries. And change your tune. So do you see right here, we literally have the 2 opposite cards in change your tune. So change your tune doesn't have to mean that you are literally changing your tune. It means that your situation, the tune is changing. The Wheel of Fortune is changing in your favor. Wow, now you have the Knight of Pentacles. Look at you moving forward. So, like I said, the knights are movement. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so I really feel this has to do for a lot of you with possibly career or work or building something. So building a life with someone, building your own business, building something from the ground up. You get the green light and you're off to the races. You're going, but you have planned for this. It's not like you're flying by the seat of your pants. Are you taking a leap of faith? Yeah, in a sense, yes. But you have planned, you've prepared, you've anticipated this, you have listened to your intuition, you've practiced, you've gone over scenarios in your mind, right? So you have a plan going forward. Can you plan for absolutely everything? No, but if you run into problems along the way, I feel that you can really problem solve. You can fix those things, you can move on from those things, and you can overcome those obstacles just like you did in March. So what else do we have for you? The 2 of Pentacles. Do you see how it's like 2 things coming together? It's what I keep feeling. There's some sort of partnership or something going on here where something that you've wanted is finally coming into play. It's finally like in your hand, in your grasp. And I feel some of you may be stepping into some kind of transition where you're closing one door and opening another door. If that's the case for you, I feel your transition is going to be pretty seamless. Some of you may be getting a promotion or something like that, and you may have a little bit of fear, like, oh no, like I really want this promotion, but can I handle it? Am I going to be able to learn everything? Yes, absolutely. Some of you could be seeing more money coming in regarding, if this has to do with work or making more money, a side hustle, whatever it is. Definitely there is potential for a lot of money with the Queen of Pentacles here. So the thing to know is that if this has to do with finances, you're on your way to making steady income. At first, though, there is something where it might be a little bit of back and forth. So some of you may need to invest in something. So let's say if you're starting your own business, most likely there's going to be something that you have to invest in. And, you may have a very small investment. Others of you may have a bigger investment if that's what's going on in your particular situation. But the thing is, that's going to pay off over time. And then eventually you're going to be in a very, very, very comfortable place financially with this Queen of Pentacles here. So yeah, you're definitely building something, whether it's a romantic relationship, a business, a new job, new career, learning how to communicate with friends, family, whatever it is, something is becoming stronger in your life. So you have the Hermit card. Yeah. So here, what's happening here is you're looking for answers. This is showing that at the beginning of March, there's something that is missing in order for you to make a decision, in order for you to move forward. There's a little bit of an obstacle here because you have to seek the answer. You have to go after something, and you don't have all of the information here to make a decision. What is important about this is number 9. So this is, again, another indicator showing you that something's going to come into your life with this communication in March. And then you can kind of come out of this hermit status and you can move toward your dream here, whatever it is, with the Queen of Pentacles. So that's what I'm seeing for you for March. I hope this gave you some insight. I hope it helped you. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much and good luck. Hello, group number 2. You have the Opalite. And this is your Empress card from the Galactic Star Tarot. So I'll put this back in the deck and we will start with your Oracle cards. Okay, I feel like, is that 2? Okay, there you go. Your 2 cards. Oh, okay. Well, this is a good way to start. So you have Domicile Moon and Abundance. Wow. So it looks like in March, you may be receiving something that you have been waiting for, something you've been manifesting. I feel like things come together for you in March in like perfect alignment for you to receive abundance on any level that you were hoping to receive, right? So what I mean by that is if you're trying to bring in more finances, more money, I see that coming in abundance. If you're looking for a new job, I feel like you may have many different job offers. If you are trying to, connect with new people and find a new friend group, I feel like you're going to find an abundance of new friends. So definitely March seems to be looking to be in your favor. So let's see what else you have here. Out of Bounds Moon and Boundaries. Isn't this interesting? I feel that something that was once out of reach is now very much in reach, and not just in reach, but it's coming towards you with great abundance. So this could be new opportunities. This could be breaking barriers, anything like that. I feel like you're moving toward things that at one point in time you couldn't quite see or you didn't know the path forward. I feel like things are getting easier for you in March, like regarding this situation here. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? Okay, this one. All right, what else can you tell us, please, for March 2026 insights? I feel like it's this one, actually. All right. So you have the Baron, Cedar, and Leadership. You know, it's interesting because, you know, with the bear, I think of hibernation, and then you have boundaries here. So I definitely get the sense that kind of like the seasons are changing for you. You're going from a season of hibernation and something being out of your reach into abundance, into new growth, into new experiences, new opportunities. And so let's say like if you have one opportunity, like let's say you're getting multiple job offers and you accept one, right? And through accepting that one opportunity, it feels like that leads to other things. So it would lead to possibly new opportunities in the future. It could lead to a new friend group. It could lead to you learning something new, you know, gaining a new skill at this job, something like that. So yeah, and I feel like you're back in the driver's seat of your life, of your direction, whereas before, it just feels like something was out of your control. So some of you may have been waiting for something for a long time. I feel for some of you, it feels like there could be, like, if you were, you know, praying for something and hoping something was going to happen, it feels like that's happening. So it could be where it feels like, oh, this is a miracle. It's finally happening for me. This abundance is finally happening. And so I just feel like everything comes together for you in March to allow you to move forward and onward and upward, basically, regarding something. All right, so you have the Weasel and Pine with introspection. So isn't this interesting that you have introspection and then here you have the bear? So it's kind of like hibernation, introspection. So some of you may be finding the answer to a problem, figuring out how to break through boundaries and barriers that were once holding you back. You may also be, with introspection, you may be getting a different perspective on things, in the sense where if something was delayed, or if you thought that you were going to receive something, but it just wasn't arriving, there could be something going on here where you're understanding now why you didn't receive that one thing, because if you would have received that, then you wouldn't be able to accept this new abundance that's coming in. So if there was a waiting period or something like that, that could have actually worked to your benefit because something else is offering much more abundance. So let's say if it's a job, the first job that you really wanted, it could have been offering you, you know, a lower salary, but you're like, well, you know, I can grow at this company and, you know, I'll make it work. But then you didn't get that. And because of that, you have this another offer that came in, which has a salary even higher than what you were wanting to ask for. But also it has all these other, you know, different things going on there that are more beneficial. So it has more benefits to you than that other job. So it's like, I think with introspection, you're going to understand why you had these boundaries to begin with. And then it's also kind of like you see that and then you're like, okay, that's good. I understand. Let me move on because I'm going up, right? I'm going to walk right into this abundance here. So yeah, I mean, it seems really positive so far. What else can you tell us for group number 2? Square, competition, tension, and disharmony. Well, this is what's coming to an end, absolutely, because I feel this is connected to the boundaries. So with competition, I feel like you are definitely standing out from the crowd. With disharmony, I feel the disharmony is coming in because you had these boundaries. And the tension, I feel the tension is dissipating also, because I feel there was a lot of tension with your situation, waiting for the abundance, waiting for the opportunity to step into a leadership role. Whatever it is, this is what you're overcoming in March. Absolutely. What else can you tell us? Oh, thank you. Okay. I feel like this one wants to come out too. Is that one or two? That might be two. Okay. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please, for March 2026? March 2026. All right, there we go. So let's look at this one that you can kind of see. Okay, so you have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, this makes sense because I feel like you were contemplating things, you were looking at things, you were definitely feeling like you may need to come up with a different plan. And I feel like no matter which direction you tried to go or anything that you tried to do, there was a sense of having these boundaries, right? There was a sense of disharmony. And so, because you can see this person really, really thinking about multiple different things and trying to come up with a plan here, thinking about each particular cup, saying, you know, does this work? Will this work? So definitely a sense of introspection here. But what is happening here with the abundance? So it seems like a plan of action, something that you were looking for, something that you were visualizing and manifesting. You're getting an abundance of something. So you can see that with all of these cups here. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying throughout March to have a lot of patience. Your patience will pay off. Something that once felt out of reach is going to be much, much closer to you. And you're going to be much closer to accomplishing a goal that you have. So you have the 3 of Discs. Yeah, so do you see again here, these people are working on plans. They're mapping something out. They're researching something. They're putting plans together. All of the details are starting to line up for you. It's interesting that you have the 3 of Pentacles here, and then you have the 3, I don't know, is this like the shadows or of the moon or the sun or something like that? Whatever this is here, I don't know technically what that is called there. But you can see how the 3 are lining up here. So it's definitely things are coming together. So for some of you, you might be getting a job or getting a promotion into a leadership position. You may, let's say if you own your own company or if you run a company, maybe you're finding someone to help you run things. But definitely it's possible that there is some sort of recognition that is like almost like being communicated to you or being handed to you, where somebody recognizes the potential that you have for a particular situation. You could be getting hired for something too. So if you have, like if you offer a skill or, you know, something like that, if you have a business or something, it is absolutely possible that someone will hire you. And then from there, it would be like word of mouth where you have an abundance of clients coming in after that. So you have the Justice card. Ooh, so exciting. So anything that was out of touch, out of reach, something that felt like you couldn't achieve it, that's changing for you. Something out of balance is coming into alignment. Definitely with the sword here, you're cutting through boundaries. Nothing is going to hold you back in March. It may in the beginning, but you're going to overcome anything that was holding you back throughout the first part of March. And I'm not saying it's going to be all the way till the end of March. It could be the middle. It could literally be March 2nd when you work through this resistance. It could be the 1st of March. So it could really be at any time. Some of you with the Justice card, will be signing a contract for something. So this could be a new job. This could be literally any kind of contract. Let's say if you have your own business, you're going to be signing a contract for possibly for an office, which then allows you to open your doors, right? Maybe you're just starting out, you're going to open your doors, which then opens the doors to this abundance coming in here. Hold on one second. Another thing that I'm feeling with the Justice and the Boundaries card, something that was out of your favor is now coming in your favor. So some of you may be getting out of a contract. Yes. So let's say if you had like a no compete clause or something like that, you could either be getting out of that no compete clause, or a no compete clause could be ending for you in March, which then opens up the avenues for you to compete, essentially. All right, so the Two of Swords. Do you have some sort of decision to make? There's also balance that's coming in here. I feel like you're becoming more comfortable in excuse me, you're becoming more comfortable in your environment. It feels like you're almost settling in with something, and it has something to do with something that you were visualizing over here with the Seven of Cups. So I feel a delay is coming to an end, a standstill is coming to an end. You're seeing the way forward, and I feel like some of you are going to have a decision to make regarding 2 different things, or 3 or 4 different things. So what I mean by that is there could be a sense of competition for you, right? So maybe you have 3 or 4 different companies who want to hire you, and you're going to have to make a decision about which company you want to go to. Maybe you are standing out from the rest of the competition, right? So with disharmony here, and then we see the Justice card here, and you can see the scales. Maybe you can't see them. Let me show you. The scales here, I don't know, it's still kind of hard to see with the lighting, but they are a little bit off balance. One is here and one is up here. So what's happening is that is coming into balance, and you definitely want to tap into your intuition, see how everything feels. I think that's why you have the introspection here with the Two of Swords, because you want to take the time to decide what is the best move for you, what feels right moving forward. Look at this Judgment card. Wow. I feel like there is so much new growth potential for you in March. It's definitely some sort of new beginning, I feel, for you that's happening in March. I feel everything is coming together for you in a way that you can kind of set your roots down somewhere. I feel March is just the beginning for you. It's the beginning of starting something new, everything coming into alignment for you. And I feel that there's absolutely some sort of breakthrough. Whereas before, there's a sense of confusion before, and then you have something that happens that is clear as day, right? There's something that is undeniably clear for your path forward. So if you have multiple options, so let's say if you want to move somewhere and you have like 4 different cities you want to move to and you're trying to narrow that down, or if you have 4 different job opportunities and you're trying to decide which is the best one for me, there's going to be an undeniable sign about which one is right for you. So come back to the Seven of Cups, how this person is researching, contemplating all of these different options here. There's going to be one that stands out above the rest, right? Especially with competition, right? If you're in a competition, there's usually a number one, right? Someone who wins the competition. So it's the same thing for you when you are choosing between things. There's going to be one. It's going to be so obvious to you that it's going to be undeniable. So go beyond The surface things, you can see this person contemplating multiple things. So don't just look at if it's a job. Don't just look at the salary. You know, look at who you're going to be working with. You know, this team right here. So yeah, just make those informed decisions and you'll be fine. The Ten of Swords. Yeah. So this period of waiting for something, this period of high stress is coming to an end. It's absolutely coming to an end. Something is coming to your rescue. Do you see that here? Something's coming to your rescue to get you out of a situation that was very uncomfortable and it was holding you back from your true potential. This connects to the boundary cards here because you felt tied down by something. This is coming to an end absolutely in March. The Two of Wands. What have I been saying? Throughout this whole reading, you're going to have a decision to make. And one is going to be more obvious than the other. So look at the wands here. Do you see this one? And do you see this one? This one is shining brighter than this one. That's exactly what I've been saying. Now, this one has a spotlight on it. You can see that. But this one is shining brighter. So that's why you want to be careful. You want to come back to this Two of Swords. You want to sit down. You want to be grounded. Do you see how this person has their feet on the ground? When you go into this decision, do exactly that and research, research, research with the Seven of Cups over here. Communicate with as many people as you can or with as many things as you can. Gather as much information as you possibly can regarding whatever it is that you're doing here. And then make a decision and you will make the right decision. The Strength card. Ooh, that's so pretty. Look at that. I feel like, first of all, something's gaining power. And you are gaining control over a situation. There's a sense of being able to reach out and touch exactly what you've been manifesting. So I definitely think that you have a new beginning. We've seen that multiple times in this reading. I feel this is something that you're going to embrace. I feel there's a lot to learn within this new situation, but it's also a very reciprocal, cooperative situation. So I feel like everyone who's in this situation, if there are other people, it's mutual. Everyone wants you there and you want to be there. There's a mutual respect within this situation. And if there is a sense of competition within this new environment, I feel it's a healthy competition. And it could be where you're on a team, you're with a team of people and you're competing to be the best team. It could be something like that. And not everybody's going to be moving into a team environment. That's just one of the things that I saw, right? This is a general reading, so it might be where not 100% of things are going to resonate with you. That just means that that's for someone else. But yeah, there's a sense of alignment that's coming in for you also in March. The Star card, do you see what I'm saying? There's something quite magical happening for you in March. I feel like what I just heard is everything that you touch turns to gold because of this kind of gold stream that's coming from her hands here. There's some sort of just magical transformation. And it does feel like there are emotions connected to this. So I feel that this is going to be a huge accomplishment for you. But it doesn't end here. It's like this is just the beginning of you starting a new life, starting a new phase in your life, a new chapter in your life. And it feels like you're reaching for the stars and you're actually going to reach the stars. It really feels like that. I just keep seeing something about some of you could be signing a contract where there's a lot of money involved. So it could be like a sign-on bonus or something like that if this has something to do with work for you. Some of you could be selling something for a lump sum of money. Okay, what else do we have here? So we have the Hangman. What you want to do is you're making this decision is take your time. If there is any pressure connected to this situation, or if, like, let's say you have the three things here. So if one of these things is saying, no, I need an answer now, I need an answer now, I can't wait, yeah, that's probably not the right option for you. Whatever this is, you need to be able to take your time to contemplate. We've seen it in multiple cards here, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Hangman, the Two of Wands. So take your time to research because, see, this is so important. Because whatever this is, this opportunity that's coming in for you, I feel it's very, very unique. I feel for some of you, it is almost tailor-made for you specifically. Whatever it is, it just feels like you've manifested something and it turns up like exactly what you have been waiting for. So you're on the verge of a massive transformation. Really, really big transformation. The King of Wands. See, there's something about leadership here. So definitely some of you could be in a leadership position. You could be running a company. You could be like merging into the person that you're destined to be. I feel like you're more in control of your life and your situation and finances, things like that, than you've ever been before. You're in the driver's seat, like you're in control. People are listening to you. People respect you. You're creating something, definitely creating something that can last a lifetime. Ooh, some of you are getting the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm so curious what is happening for everybody in March. It seems so exciting. Oh, wow. Look at that. You have the Ten of Wands. Isn't this interesting that it's going to go right here below the Ten of Swords? Whoo, you've been struggling. You have been struggling with these boundaries here. And I feel like, you know, it's interesting on this, on this Ten of Swords, you have Ten of Wands. You have all of these wands here. And the energy I'm picking up from this card is like you're ready for something. You have everything lined up and you're ready for action. You're ready to go forward. And I feel like the waiting is what was weighing so heavily on you. The fact that it once seemed so far away with the boundaries card, and like you're ready to accomplish something, to make things happen. Well, I can tell you in March, that wait is over. That wait is coming to an end. And I feel like whatever this is here, like this waiting, you don't have to experience this again. It's like with this particular situation, the waiting is over and it's like you are finally free to move forward with this, and it brings you a lot of abundance. So that is what I have for you for March. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the Polychrome Jasper, and this is your Empress card from the Witch's Garden Tarot. So I'll put this back in the deck, and we'll start with your Oracle cards. What can you tell us for group number 3, March 2026 insights? Oh, wow. You have go for the moon, or go for it, reach for the moon. I'm trying to say both of these at the same time. All right, so reach for the moon. Don't let anything hold you back. I feel like you have a major, major goal that you want to accomplish in March of 2026. And I feel like Spirit is cheering you on, saying, look, the sky's the limit. Go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. this is the time for you to take the steps toward whatever this is on your mind here. Very exciting. Then you have moon memories and the past. Okay, so there's a couple things going on here. The first thing, I feel that there's something that you've had from the past that you've wanted to get started, you know, a goal, whatever it is. Spirit is saying, look, this is the time. Don't keep this in the past anymore. Bring this to life and go for it. Now, the other thing that I'm feeling from this card is don't let something from your past hold you back from going for it. Yeah, there definitely seems to be a new chapter in your life. I feel it's another thing that I'm feeling is there's something about when you step foot into the first day of March, where you are at that point in your life is going to become your past, because through somewhere in March, you're almost stepping through a new doorway, a new portal into a new situation in your life, a new chapter in your life. And the beginning of March is going to be the past in, like, metaphorically speaking, but more kind of literally regarding your situation, because I feel you're going to be successful with something that you go after in March. All right, I feel these are your cards. So you have the raccoon and sycamore and curiosity. Yeah, like if there's something on your mind, if there's always been something in the back of your mind that you've wanted to pursue, Spirit says March is the time for you to become very curious about that. Start moving toward whatever this is on your mind. Don't let anything from the past hold you back. If you had a situation in the past where things didn't work out to your favor, maybe you tried something new, you tried to move forward with something, and then it ended up not working out in your favor, don't let that hold you back. Follow your curiosity with something and go for it. Reach for the moon, because I just feel that March is a very magical time for you. So you have the bee and pomegranate with productivity. Yeah, see? I feel that March is the time for you to step outside of your comfort zone and go after what you want. Go make your dreams happen. Don't wait for them to happen. Go make them happen. And I feel that your productivity is going to take you far in March. So there's something about, like, if you get started with something or if you take action towards something in March, it's going to take you a lot further than if you wait until April, May, June, July, right? But it's also going to take you further than it would have if you started it in December, January, or even a year ago. Whatever it is, there's something in March where everything lines up to your benefit. Everything kind of falls into place for you. So just you get a lot more bang for your buck in March with whatever this is that's going on. So maybe like if you put yourself out there with something, there's going to be a lot of people there to see what you're doing in March, and then you start off on a really good foot. Whereas if you would have done it in December, there'd be a few people to see what you're doing, but for some reason in March, that is your time. What else can you tell us for group number 3? Is this, okay, so these top 2 are for you. I was only going to take one, but these are both really drawing my attention. So let's see what you have. All right, so you have transits, insight, movement, and change. Isn't that exactly what I've been talking about? Yeah, so, you know, you have the curiosity. From your curiosity, you are receiving insights. So, you know, you can even see this raccoon is contemplating something, and then there's movement from that. Go for it. There's movement, there's productivity, change. I mean, this is what I've been saying. There's a new cycle that's coming up for you in March. There's definitely, I feel a change from thinking about something to actually making things happen or to actively working towards something. And then finally in March, something clicks and everything falls into place. For some of you, I just heard viral. So something might go viral for you in March, with like viral sales or a video that goes viral, or viral with a project, or I'm seeing something with like advertising. Some of you might be in advertising, and an advertisement that you come up with goes viral. So that can be literal or metaphorical. So it's really exciting. I feel a lot of things are going to be in the process of changing for you in March. All right, so you have the quincunx, I think is how you say this. I always have to stop and and try to say it in my mind before I say it out loud, but I think that's how you say this. Dissonance, adjustment, and discord. This is all being fixed. And this might have something to do with your past where, okay, let me set this down. Because look at this. Look at how you have the dissonance, adjustment, and discord, and then you have insight, movement, and change. So do you see what I'm saying? This is changing. This is the past. This is your present and future in March. So yeah, I feel like a lot of your worries, a lot of your anxieties are coming to an end for you in March, because you're going to see so much progress happening regarding something. And don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself by thinking, oh, this is good enough. But is it really, or do you want more? If it's good enough, if that's all you want, then by all means, take that. But if you want more, reach for more. Oh, okay. Well, that card really wants to go out. Did you see it got stuck on my finger? All right. So you have the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, this is very interesting. Oh, very interesting. I'm getting so many things from this card. So first of all, I feel like you're in the middle of a huge transformation, because if you see, this person is right in the middle of these Two Pentacles, which is exactly what you have right here. So I feel like you're literally in between these two things in March. More coming into alignment with this, the movement and change. This could be you closing one door and opening another door. There's something that's really grabs your attention, something that's quite amazing that happens, because do you see how not just the person, but the squirrels here are like, oh my gosh, look at that. Even this little insect over here is excited about something. So I feel that there is perfect alignment for you in March. Remember how I was saying if you did it before March or after March, it's just not the same energy. So I feel the stars are aligning, everything that you need to align for whatever this is you have going on, it's aligning for you in March. The Queen of Pentacles, it is giving you an opportunity to kind of plant your feet in something, to establish a firm ground in something. And I feel that this is what you are working toward in March. It's like the beginning of the Queen of Pentacles. You're planting those seeds. You're seeing those seeds start to sprout. Your past is no longer holding you back. And if this is a goal that you've had for a very, very long time, then you're going to see exponential growth with this particular thing in March. Okay. What is going on here? You have the Queen of Pentacles and now the King of Pentacles. Something's happening for you in March. It's going to bring you a lot of abundance. There's a lot of financial security that I feel is going to be a result of something that you start in March. So I feel you're making a big move into something in March. You're putting a plan into action. You're getting a new job. You're starting a business. You're partnering with someone. This could be signing a contract with someone. Maybe you're starting a business with someone. Some of you are starting a business with your spouse or your partner. If finances are a goal for you, I feel that you're definitely going to be on the road to great financial abundance. So you feel very, very comfortable. I mean, very, very comfortable. So are you going to step into this financial abundance in March? Some of you could be getting like a very large lump sum of money for something that you're doing, especially if something like goes viral, like I saw earlier. For a lot of you, it's like with the Two of Pentacles here, all of the necessary ingredients for you to reach this level of financial success are coming into play in March. And it will take a little while to get to this point, but in March you're setting the groundwork for this to happen. But others of you, yeah, you're gonna, something's gonna happen where, yeah, you do have great financial abundance in March. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, I feel like whatever this is that you have going on, it is going to bring you a sense of independence, especially financially. There's also a sense of you having a great passion for whatever this is. For some of you, this could be a passion project. This could be you. I'm hearing some of you are accidentally finding your true calling in life. How that works probably depends on the person, but let's say that you get a new job, and then when you get this job, there's like another opportunity within that company, and you're like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. So your curiosity gets you to explore this other job opening, and you say, yeah, maybe I should go for that. And then you do, and then you realize, oh my gosh, this is my calling. I love this. And then, you not only have financial success and financial abundance, but you've also like found the perfect job for you, the perfect thing. So that's what I mean when I say some of you are accidentally finding your true calling. Some of you are pursuing your passion. Some of you are developing a passion for something kind of overnight, and it's growing. Whatever it is that you're starting or working on in March, like the universe is just shining all of the abundance on you. See, okay. Now you have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. There's definitely a commitment to something in March. Some of you could be getting married in March. Some of you will have a proposal in March, like a romantic proposal. That's definitely possible. Some of you might find out that you're going to have a child in March, or not have the child in March, but you will discover that you or your partner or, someone is pregnant, or that you're going to adopt or something like that. And you could even be adopting fur babies. It doesn't have to be human babies. There is a huge celebration. You feel very, very comfortable in March regarding your path forward. You feel like you've made some very significant progress with something, especially how you have the Ten of Pentacles here and productivity here. So if you were waiting for things to happen, I'm telling you, it feels like something magically happens. There's a major, major shift going from, dissonance and discord to movement, change, and abundance. I mean, look at this. The Ten of Pentacles, this is financial security. This is something that will last as long as you want it in your life. So something that you can nurture, you can grow. People are celebrating your success here. So you have 3 cards here, which to me personally are like the highest financial success you could possibly achieve are within these 3 cards here. The Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. It's financially, you're triggering something in March to either launch that financial success in March, or you're on your way to achieve that. The Chariot. Yeah, what did I just say? You're on your way. And look at all of the abundance back here. It looks like a bunch of produce back here. So you have all of the ingredients that you need in March to pursue something, to go after something, to start something. And I feel that you've done all of the necessary planning. And if something unexpected happens that just kind of pops up in your life, you're going to resonate with it so very quickly that you're going to know it right away. And you're going to be able to get right to the planning process. And it's just like that, things shift for you. Literally, some of you, things are going to shift overnight for you. Now, there is a tremendous amount of hard work that you're going to put into this, but it's going to be worth it. I feel like you've prepared for this for a long time. Some of you may know that, some of you may not. So if you don't know that, I feel that your entire life has been leading up to this point. You just didn't know it yet. So I feel like once you get into this situation, if you look back, you'll be able to connect the dots and see how every single little thing for quite some time in your life was leading you up to this point. There is something quite significant going on here. I would not be surprised if it has something to do with work. Basically, every single card that you have right here is relating to work in one sense or another. So go after your passion. Go after, like, literally put yourself out there. If you're trying to get a promotion or a new job or something like that, put yourself in situations that may feel intimidating to you. Put yourself in situations where you may feel like you're not qualified. Like, if that's what you want, right? Don't do that if that's not your interest. But if that's what you want, say, you know what, I want that job. And you may say, well, I don't know if I really have the skills for that job, or maybe I haven't really worked in that particular field before. What I'm seeing here is that you could catch someone's attention where, let's say if you worked in a completely different field before, somebody would see your potential and say, you know what, you're clearly intelligent, you have skills, you've proven yourself in this other field. And I feel that if you accept this job that I have for you, we can train you. You're smart enough to catch on very, very quickly, and you can grow at the company, you know, something like that. Obviously, it's, you know, can vary from person to person, but that's like the energy that I'm seeing here. So don't limit yourself in March. So you have the Three of Swords. What is going on here? I feel like it has something to do with your past and going for it now. It's something about letting go of this. Let me get some more information. Let me set this here. Oh, you know what? For some of you, something didn't work out in your past and you were devastated. But if you look at this card here, do you see how the tree is dead? The plants down here looks like they're dead or they're dying. It almost looked like a fire. It almost looks like a fire came through here and destroyed everything. So some of you, this could be representing everything kind of falling apart in your life. It could be something to do with your past here. And with that, you felt like you would never be able to pick yourself up again. So since we have so many cards here where it looks like this could be job related, let's say that you lost your job here and you're absolutely devastated, right? You have dissonance, discord right here, and we're seeing it right here in this card. Something really, really tore you apart on the inside, right? You just feel completely devastated by something. But what if this happened, you lost your job here, so that you would then have to look for another job? And remember what I said up here, some of you, I don't remember my exact words, but it's like something is mysteriously falling into place, or don't be afraid to go after a job that is not in your normal field. If it's something that catches your attention, go for it. So if this never happened here, none of this would be happening. So I definitely feel, especially with these two cards here, something that caused all of this pain here, it had to happen to shake you up and to get you on this path here. So just know that something that was very painful in your past, you're going to overcome that. So don't let this hold you back. Oh my gosh. So you have the Judgment card. So take everything that I just said and it continues right here. It's something had to shake things up in your life in order for you to realize that there is a different path for you. that there are other options for you, that you were limiting yourself here, and the universe doesn't want you to continue to limit yourself anymore. There could be something that was very faulty about the situation that you were in before over here with the Three of Swords. And look at what you have here. You have support all around you. You even have support here with the Judgment card. You know what I feel? I feel here, in a sense, you're saying goodbye to your past, because look, so the Judgment card is here. It's connected to the Three of Swords, and then you go up here and the past is right here. So releasing the past, which you're doing here with the Judgment card, is bringing you to the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting what's happening for you. The King of Wands. Okay, look at this chunk of cards right here. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. Very interesting. So first of all, you're overcoming problems. There's a change in the air. Can you see right here, there are leaves falling? So there's a change in the air. There's a change of seasons. Look at the lantern here. This makes me think of the Hermit card, where you were in hermit status with the Three of Swords because something devastating happened, but it happened to wake you up, which is the Judgment card. And then here, you're getting this incredible insight into why things happened, or maybe you're not quite there yet. So the alternative to that is that you're getting insight on a path forward. You're getting a handle on the discord, and you're seeing a way forward. You're seeing a way to rebuild things. And you're also seeing that not all was lost, that this actually had a purpose, whatever this was over here with the Three of Swords. The Knight of Swords, yeah. So you're getting a sense of clarity here. It's not completely clear because you do have the clouds here and really cloudy down here. But do you see how you're rising above and you're leaving something behind? This building right here, you're leaving something behind. You're moving upward, onward. You're in control here. Whereas over here, something was out of your control, but you're in control here. You have a sense of clarity, a sense of direction. You're also listening to your intuition here, and you're going after something. The Wheel of Fortune. So I'm looking at this person down here, or half human, half animal, whatever it is. And there's a sense of contemplation. There's a sense of increased curiosity about something. But I'm also feeling like you're sitting here thinking, wow, what crazy luck was that this Three of Swords happened? Because now you're landing in the perfect place with the Ten of Pentacles right above this, with productivity right above this. And this Wheel of Fortune also confirms what I said earlier here with these two cards, that you're stepping out of dissonance and discord, and you're moving into movement and change, insight, right? So things are coming into alignment for you. So, you know, with the Three of Swords here, you may be starting off March on the wrong foot, but where you're ending up by the end of March is a completely new beginning. I feel you're saying goodbye to the past, or you're remembering something from the past that you should be focusing on. And as you start to focus on that, it's starting to grow and it's making more sense and everything starts to fall into line for you. The Queen of Cups. You have so many queens. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. I definitely feel like you are absolutely coming into a better place in March. There is so much going on in this card. First of all, you have the snake here. So there's a huge, huge, huge transformation going on for you in March, relating to your emotions, relating to how you feel about your situation. Things are coming into alignment. Things are coming into balance. I feel that if you, for some of you, I'm feeling like with the squirrel here, some of you had to live on your savings, or you were living paycheck to paycheck or something like that. That's going to change for you. There's some sort of happy surprise that's happening in March. There's a cleansing of energy in March. I feel that your hard work, your productivity, your determination is paying off for you in March. You're receiving some kind of huge gift from the universe in March. You're looking at things completely differently at the end of March than you did at the beginning of March. So I think that, pretty much sums up everything for you. I hope this helped you, especially if you're starting off in a really bad place in March. Just know that things are going to shift for you, and that by the end of March, you may not be the King of Pentacles, but you have the Two of Pentacles here, you have the Queen of Pentacles, so you're on your way to that. So just remember that as you go forward. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck.